Hi children, welcome to MDS video classes. I am Charles A, social science teacher from MDS. Today we'll take up the third chapter in business studies, globalization of business. The important points that we learn in this chapter are meaning of globalization, the factors that are included in globalization, main characteristics of globalization, advantages and disadvantages of globalization, World Trade Organization and its role in the globalization of business. What is globalization? According to IMF, the organ of UNO defines globalization like this: the growing economic interdependence of countries worldwide through increasing volume and variety of cross-border transaction in goods and services, and of international capital flow, and also through the more rapid and widespread diffusion of technology. It increasing cross-border movement of goods and services, international flow of capital, technology and information, formation of one worldwide market by obtaining raw materials from cheap market, and production of goods in any region of the world at cheaper cost. Now we'll see the factors which include in globalization. Globalization encourages international capital and trade, overcoming the political barriers among the countries. Globalization refers to the worldwide phenomena of technical, economic, political, and cultural exchanges brought about by modern communication, transportation, and legal infrastructure, as well as the political choice to consciously open cross-border links in the international trade and finance. Globalization creates free trade zone by removing the import and export duties. Through container service in shipping, globalization reduces the transportation expenses. It helps to reduce the restrictions on political investment or fully removes the barriers on capital flow. Globalization creates subsidies to the Worldwide Trade Organization. Okay children, now we'll move on to the characteristics of globalization. Globalization increases international trade at a faster rate. It increases the international flow of capital. It creates international agreements leading to organizations like World Trade Organization, oil producing and export countries. Development of global financial system. It increases the role of international organizations like World Trade Organization and World Intellectual Property Organization. It also increases economic practices like outsourcing by multinational corporations. Globalization creates international cultural exchange, spreading of multiculturalization and better individual access to cultural diversity. Globalization creates international trade and tourism, greater immigration including illegal immigration, its spread of local foods, development of global telecommunication infrastructure, and greater transborder data flow. It improves exchange of data technology, internet communication, satellite, and cell phones, etc. Children, now we will see the positive impacts of globalization. Globalization promotes economic growth and generates a wider range of products and services. It helps to increase the standard of living of the people. Globalization has made the availability of the similar type of products all over the world. Globalization increases GDP of a country. Globalization has helped in increasing the income of the people. By buying the products from other countries, customers are offered a much wider choice of goods and services. Globalization increases competition for local firms and thus keeps the costs down. Globalization promotes specialization. Countries can begin to specialize in those products that are best at making. Economic interdependence among different countries can build improved political and social links. Now we will see the disadvantages or negative impacts of globalization. It has increased child labor and slavery. It leads unethical practices in business dealings. It helped terrorists and criminals. Cities became garbage dumps and pollution levels are sky high. Fast food like McDonald's and KFC results in the degradation of health and spread of diseases. The traditional food habits are being slowly disappearing. Rich are becoming richer and poor remains poor. Viral diseases like AIDS, cancer, dengue fever, COVID-19 are spread all over the world. It leads to environmental degradation. It destroys domestic industries and increases unemployment. Now we will see World Trade Organization. This organization was established in the year 1995. The headquarters is located at Geneva in Switzerland. At present, 149 countries of the world are the members of WTO. The members meet once in 2 years to take decisions. Now we'll see the major functions of World Trade Organization. Bringing into force the trade agreements throughout the world. Administering the World Trade Agreements as a mediator. Stress for free and independent trade. It solves trade disputes. Striving to reduce the taxes in international trade. Bringing international trade under legal framework. Assistance to underdeveloped nations. Bringing efficiency in production and trade by utilizing resources effectively. Okay, children. Now we will move on to the aims of World Trade Organization. World Trade Organization decrease cost of living and increase standard of living of the people. It settles disputes and reduce trade tension. It stimulates economic growth and employment. It reduces the cost of doing international business. It encourages good governance. And finally, it contributes to promote peace and stability. Children, I hope you have understood the lesson in detail with the help of this video. Kindly refer the textbook and answer the questions that is given in the textbook. Thank you, children.